This is the new intro because the last video, not the last video, the first intro was like me saying, oh, did this ever happen? You have know something? And then I cut the can a certain way, which you could probably tell by just looking at it. It got deleted from my camera roll, so this is the new intro. So yeah. So now, that way, it's starting it. So yeah. Before we do this, let's put this aside. Be careful with that. And before I show you how to do anything, I gotta show you how to get the light source for the fire. So say you have these little guys, a little bit glitter on these, but these little candles, and you are happy with that, but it won't last that long. So I got a tip for that. So yeah, if you have one of these candles, let me show you how you can make it last longer. I'm not going to do it for the sake of my pots and pans, and also because I don't need to do it, but you could grab like crayons or other of these things. You put it into a pot and melt it down and put it into a jar and take off the wick and stuff. It's pretty easy, but let me show you how you can make a candle out of just these bad boys. And for the candle for the lantern, I'm just going to use this because I feel like a lot of people would have these more than they would have these. So let me show you how you do this. And also, if you're like me and your candle's like round at the bottom, you might have to hot glue it to the bottom. But I mean, if you're in the zombie apocalypse, you might not have that, man. Electricity. Turns out I lost my hot glue gun, so I don't know how this is gonna work. So I'm improvising. I could have done it with the crayon, but I don't want to. So basically, I'm just going to melt down this wax, pour it into there, and then I'm going to put the crayon in so it stands up. I'm just going to use a little bit of it because I don't want to waste it. But like people, like I said, you can just use a flat bottom or any other bottom. Just, I messed up. Or you can use a hot glue. I don't have that. So if you're trying this at home, be careful. Don't use a lighter without parent supervision. I have that, so be careful. Yeah, so about 20 minutes of big brainerness, found out how to get it working. So now what you do is you light the crayon, but you gotta get it where the paper is. The paper will act as like an everlasting wick. It will last surprisingly long, about an hour or two. I'm in a different room because I'm gonna light this up and turn the lights off and see how good it works. So let's find out. On fire, it's making a weird noise, but I'm gonna turn off the lights now. As you can see, it's producing some good light everywhere. So yeah, this is very useful. I don't know why, but it smells really good. Fire hazard. Smells good though. Smells good with a little bit of burning to coat that. I don't have any actually now, so just spray this stuff. Well, it smells bad. It smells worse than the candle. Caution, candle will be hot. Ow. You guys were wondering what was on my face earlier? If I even showed my face, I don't remember if I did. It was marker. And the point of the lantern is so it can kind of hang and you can walk around with it. So you can tie a string to it and walk around with it. Next, I'm going to be showing you how to make an oil lamp. I don't really want to. I'm going to make it really small because now it's zombie apocalypse and I don't want to waste that much oil. So, just in case something does happen, and also because we need it for cooking. So, yeah. Cut your thing in half, like at really any height, but I'm going to cut it down to here so it's small. It looks really disgusting in there, but then add a little bit of oil, like olive oil, any kind of oil really. Make sure it's not really flammable like gasoline oil. For a wick, you kind of have to use paper towel for it, and just like I said, only gonna add a little bit of olive oil in. What you think about now? When you get your thing about half full with olive oil, you add some tissue, and I'll show you how to do that. What you do is you like twist it up at the top and leave it flared out on the bottom. And not only does this give you like heat and light, it gives you sensational heat and light. And then what you do is you gotta let the oil soak in, and if you want, add it to the side like that. Now you light it up. Then light it up and you have an oil lamp. Not only do you have an oil lamp, but light and a sensational heat, which actually produces heat, as you can see, because it's fire. And also, if you look, fire has no shadow because it's a flame. But yeah. Happy birthday. Because it's just marker, but so now that you guys seen the first part, this is the first bit of Zombie Apocalypse tutorial. But if you guys want to see more, and if you want to see me like test them out, see how good they work at like night, or like if they give sensational heat, say like I can make like a fire grill or something. But yeah, and then like I can make like weapons. Like I'm gonna be making weapons soon. Maybe I could test those out, not on real things, but like cardboard cutouts, styrofoam, gelatin. Like this some kind of gelatin's like flesh. Kind of disgusting, but yeah.